Hello, welcome to the Early Birds Friday Live. Okay, now I want to try and stare at the screen, at the camera. I get told, I've been told off because I keep looking away from the camera. So I'm already decided I'm going to buy a little toy to stick on top of my computer. So, Webtalk. Before we go any further, I just want to point out that this is not an official Webtalk Zoom. This is Team EB on its weekly catch up on with sort of for the next 4, maybe 5 weeks. We're going to reserve the Friday Live just for Webtalk because it's so busy and there's so much to talk about. We're sort of dedicating the Friday Live to Webtalk, but again, it's not official. Anybody who's watching on this Zoom now is live. I'd have to say it's recording and it'll be broadcast on different places. So if you're not happy, now is the time to leave, because whatever you say it's gonna be is broadcast. Okay, so I just have to tell you that this is being recorded. Okay, Webtalk. What a week! Now we've had a fantastic week. Couple of it's in beta, as we know. I'm not going to make this presentation like it's a sales pitch video about joining Webtalk. This is about like the weekly catch up, what's going on. Some questions over the week. I've had questions that I've wrote down and I've sort of pre-made answers, should we say. It's basically as if for a team, anybody's welcome to watch this video, but as a Early Birds team build, we like to share and what's going on with each other. So I just want to go through a few things. I've made a few tabs ready, and then at the end we'll have if we've got any questions, from the tab. So if you're not muted, mute yourself just to be sure. Okay, so let's go. Updates. Like I said, excuse me French, it's been a hell of a week. We've been absolutely, our team has been on fire, literally on fire. So this is I've done a few preset tabs with the updates, what I've had a fish around with, and I'll show you in a second where to get these updates. Total users, it says 4 hours ago, but it was probably about 6 hours ago, because like I said, I obviously have to prep the Zoom. Total users, 344,000. Yeah, I'll let you read that again. 344,000 people. It's absolutely enormous. This is going to be enormous. Active monthly users, 277,000. Active weekly, 162,000. I will kill for these numbers. These are like I said last week, this is page one of an amazing. I keep saying opportunity, but it's like amazing. It's just literally, for me, my head's buzzing. Really. It shows you again here the stats 30 days ago. So you can find these yourself, but just the growth in 30 days. If you look at this, 62,000, 344,000. I'm keeping an eye on the stats, and I think they're growing something like 20, 30,000 a day, and that's just the start. Still in better. I mean, this is just, like I said, page one of something absolutely enormous. Look at these percentages. It's mind-blowing. But it just goes to show that the space needs Webtalk. Okay, that tells you all day the space needs Webtalk, that's for sure. The next tab I prepared, right, a lot of questions. This, I'm going to just, RJ, and I'm not even going to, forgive me if he's watching this or you just watch it, I cannot pronounce that name. I don't know, maybe later on in the Q&A we'll try and somebody can tell us how to pronounce that name, because so I'll just go, when I say RJ, it's basically referring to the CEO of Webtalk. So I don't mean any disrespect, but I just don't want to look like a fool pronouncing the name wrong. Okay, so if you want this information, everybody, some people know, some people don't know, but if nobody says it, nobody knows it. So for the team, just search. If you just go over to your search bar and just type in RJ, normally it'll pop up straight away. There he is. Just click that, and you'll come. I'll just cancel that out now. You'll come to Webtalk profile page. This is his profile. You can have a read of it. This is interesting for information. This is like the hub of, if you want any information on Webtalk about, videos on his profile. He's kind of adjusted it to basically, this is their help desk, a quick route to if you want to know anything. So there's some listed URLs about the videos, getting started, better testing updates and what have you. Just, if you want to know anything or you want a video or something, you go straight to there. You'll find the useful links. Now the news feed, if you click the news feed, it'll take you to, actually I'm going to click it live now. I had to be honest, I picked a couple of updates, but they're coming in thick and fast. I mean, that one's 47 minutes ago. Super active. But the updates, if you want to know what's going on, if there's a problem, instead of sort of posting on your profile about blah, 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 first go over there. Look at RJ's news feed, and you'll see pretty much, if you scroll through, what, the current updates, the current news, the current information, what have you. And there's one from 57 minutes ago, giving you the updates of the Alexa traffic rankings. That's amazing. Just 6 months' time. If we watch this video back in 6 months' time, you won't believe. I can see what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen. But again, updates galore. If you need a question first, instead of emailing support or emailing RJ himself, go over to his profile, click news, and you'll get most of the answers, in there for sure. It's I did pick a few out. That was an interesting post. I just wanted to cover that. What is? I'm not going to read word for word, but it was basically a description. Someone had asked RJ what Webtalk was. Basically, give that a read. It'll give you a good idea of the vision of Webtalk. It's not Facebook, it's not LinkedIn, it's not Twitter, it's not Google Plus, it's Webtalk. It's like literally on its own. We don't need, when we're advertising it, we don't need to say it's in the new Facebook or the new Twitter or blah blah blah. It's not. It's Webtalk. that's what it is. It's but that one, try and find that post again. You'll find it in RJ's news tab. But that's important. Update. I just want to, that again, it says 2 minutes ago, but there's been updates since then. I couldn't keep up with updates when I was preparing. But basically, if you're watching this and you're in Webtalk already, you may be watching this as a recording. If you are, and you haven't joined Webtalk yet, there was a small problem with the email servers, and the problem's fixed. But to be honest, again, it's in beta test. My vision, again, this is not an official Webtalk statement. This is Jim's vision. My vision on this one is that it wasn't a problem with Webtalk. The actual, platform was working fine, but it was people or some of the users of Webtalk abusing their generosity. That's the way I wanted to put it. They were allowing you to upload your contacts via CSV file, and then they would broadcast the invitations, but it did say in the terms and conditions, only invite the people you know. But I think, what I gather, again, this is not official, but I think a lot of people have bought email lists and they've just uploaded them, which then leads to spam. So the problem was created not by Webtalk, but by the users, or a small majority, a small amount of the users abusing the systems led to this email servers getting blocked. But anyway, it's finished. Yeah, the problem's solved. The solutions are working on. But again, you can find these solutions again in his newsfeed. I would sit here all night and go word for word, but basically I just wanted to highlight some of these points, but looking at the stats that the emails they send out, 1.5 million emails last month. 1.5 million emails. And remember, this is just like, we're just starting this. This is just tip of the iceberg. Can you imagine the server load and the email load that these guys are going to have to cope with is unbelievable. I did invite RJ. I sent him a message earlier today to come on our Zoom, but I'll be honest, I think you'd probably only see that message. I would hate to think how many messages he's going to have in his email box. You'd probably see this message three days after this Zoom. So, but like I said, when things settle down, we will try and get him on, just as an introduction. Right, Jim's wall. If you're on Webtalk, if you're already in Webtalk, connect up. Search Jim Watts, send us a connection request, because all the little things that you could be watching this on Webtalk, you could be watching this on YouTube or Facebook, or again, any social media site, you could be watching it on our website. But once you do join, even if you haven't joined my particular sign-up link, just search Jim Watts and look for the goldfish, and be nice to connect up. And you'll see the links that I'm going to talk about now, because I keep having to look at my notepad. The links that I'm talking about now, there's a lot of those links on my news feed. Okay, so again, once you've connected up, or even if you're not connected, just search Jim Watts and look at the profile. Click news, and you'll see my news. Okay, and that's where you're going to find most of these links. Now, the links, right? Yes, this one. I just wanted to. Right. Okay, video. Now, I want to say I made this video. Okay, but that's which I did. I made the video, but it wasn't just Jim. Okay, I just wanted to point that out. We have to give people credit. This video is. It took 6 revisions, and each revision takes about 2 hours, an hour and a half, should we say? So you can imagine the time spent making this video. Now, there's a lot of our members either haven't got time to make videos, or don't know how to make videos, or they don't want to put the face on the camera. So I came up with a teaser video for anybody. If you're watching this particular Zoom, Friday Live, anybody, feel free to take this video, download it, upload it as your own. No problem at all. But this was a combination, and it's totally compliant with Webtalk. I had 6 revisions with RJ, back and forwards. Again, the guy's busy, and I appreciate his time. But obviously, I wanted to get it right, and he wanted to make sure that it was right. And that, so it's completely compliant, and nobody's going to get into trouble when you post this on YouTube or what have you. Webtalk, 100%. Thumbs up, because there was videos out there with certain copyright and what have you. It's perfectly fine. One thing we will say, the only fee we ask as a team. Now, there's always a catch. You're getting out for out in this, will they remember? When you go to my wall, share it. Just click share, and it'll share that to your profile on Webtalk. Okay, and when you go to rip it, obviously you can watch it from here. You just click the button and you can watch it. Nip over to YouTube, just click the YouTube icon, and this is the only thing we ask if you're going to use this video, is share it on your Webtalk, which gives Team EB a good presence. That's what it's all about, to be honest. And then on YouTube, just give it a thumbs up. And give it a comment. Okay, I've had some really good comments, and this guy here has a really good video. I was really honoured actually to get a comment from him. He's a good video maker, and when he's seen it, give a compliment. So that's all we ask as a team. When you do go over to YouTube, give it a thumbs up and give it a comment. That helps our rankings. And remember, if you don't even join Jim direct, you could have joined Steph, or you could have joined John, or you could have joined somewhere along the line. You're in Team EB, so we'll all benefit. But I obviously want. But just look at the numbers: 827 views on YouTube in one day. Okay, I had a share from RJ. It was shared on Crunchbase, which I was amazed. Actually, it showed up on Crunchbase. I'll go over that in a minute. But give it some love. That's all we ask. It was a lot of work. Steph, I'll give Steph a shout as well. The SEO settings on there. I'm rubbish at SEO. Everyone has the talent. One of my talents is I can make videos. It takes time. But when it comes to the SEO, don't come to Jim. I cannot spell for toffee. So literally, Steph was sitting watching every revision with me for, I think, a good 12 hours easily. So you can imagine now there's a lot of work into this. RJ put a lot of time into it as well, revising it with us. So again, thanks for that. But I'm not waffle on. The Early Birds Media Center, again, one day it's had 62 views. That video it's got some, I've noticed on YouTube, there's a couple of people already uploaded it to their channel, and it's already shown up on the searches. If you pop in Webtalk, Webtalk one word on YouTube, or Webtalk web space talk, you'll see that video popping up. It's getting views. So if you want, to get some traction on your YouTube and put your referral link below and what have you, you will get some attraction from it. Right, I'm going to start with pre-made questions. First one: how do I tag? I'm just making sure that I've skipped a question, but I'll come back to that. How do I tag people? And I didn't know the answer to this, but this is all new. But how do you tag somebody on Webtalk? So let's just say if I want to say I want somebody to see this post. So I make a post on Webtalk, and I want somebody to see this post on Webtalk, and I just give them a heads up, shall we say. So underneath the post, it could be anybody's post, but I'll just show you for this particular post. I'm going to post, if you just tap the @ symbol, okay? Can you see that on my screen share? Yeah. So and then I'm going to say who can I say? I've just noticed one of my friends. I don't think you can see that there, but Willie Adams joined or made a connection request. He didn't join with me, but he made a connection request. I sent him a connection request and he accepted it. So now I want to make sure Willie sees this post. So you put @ start typing the name. You'll see a list of names. You choose the person, and then basically you'll see it's like, clouded out or grayed out. Once you press enter, see now it's highlighted blue. So now Willie is going to get over here an alarm bell, and the number 1's going to pop up, or added to his already, could be number 10 if he's already got 9 notifications. But he'll then receive a notification on his bell. He clicks the bell, and he'll see now Jim's tagged you. Jim Watts has tagged you in a post. You click there, and he goes straight to that post. We've all know how to tag in other social media sites, but again, this is something I did get a lot of questions how to do that. So I made a post on it there. How to use the contact manager. Now that's just like how long is a piece of string. There's so much to that contact manager. I'm not even going to try and explain it in here. But again, if you go to Jim's Webtalk profile, search on the profile for that video. Just look for the video, the Homer Simpson giving it the wooer. Watch that video. Again, because I couldn't sort of type an explanation, there's too much to it. And I know I've just tipped the tip of the iceberg on this. I'm just finding my feet the same as everybody else. But for the team, watch that video, and you'll see why the Early Birds are moving over as a home base to Webtalk. And if you actually watch that video, there's a perfect example. I was trying to tell in our Early Birds Facebook group, not on my wall, huh? I was trying to tell our Early Birds Facebook group that, what we were doing in the Early Birds, and I got blocked, which was hilarious. I got blocked for telling my own team, or trying to tell my own team what we were doing. I wasn't spamming the world on Facebook. I was just telling my own team. So there's but that video was a perfect example of how to do the benefits of Webtalk and the contact manager and whatever. And the next one was, sorry, I'm fast forwarding here. Don't spam. It's again, spamming's not going to do you any good. If you spam in their terms and conditions, you're going to get yourself blocked. And there's again the opportunity in here for the referral commissions down the road later on. There's so much to it. You just don't want to be going crazy. Just take your time, but just don't spam. Or that's not the purpose of this beta tester. And no one likes spam anyway. But I'm just pointing out to our team. It's relevant to everybody, I suppose. But this is our team live. Don't do any spamming, because I would hate for any of our team. We've all been through a lot, up and downs and what have you. I said that last week. This is an opportunity where we can all do well out of this, and I would hate anybody to mess it up, So, and again, I just mentioned, I hadn't made this in the notes. If you've got a profile picture of a cartoon character, or a Lamborghini or whatever, put a real picture of somebody, a photograph, preferably, obviously yourself, not Donald Trump or anything, but the qualifications, I'm not going to go into that now. It's in the information, and you can find it all there. The update, I'll do this I'll still do this on a Friday. The updates, we've got the 30-day challenge going on. And I've marked today's day one. So this is basically what's going on over here. Hits Monkey, directs. I've just put the numbers there. So every couple of days I'll post an update. So this is like sort of the benchmark. This is the benchmark for the update. Doing well. Today, like I said, that number hasn't gone up much because of the situation with the email blockage. That's solved, so I expect that to start rising again. But again, you'll find the link to the Early Birds team build, which is over here for the 30-day challenge. Okay? I just want the thing to do really, if you're not in the Early Birds and you're watching this video, watch that video and just follow the instructions. My Xbox is going crazy. So I've got an Xbox what listens to my voice and normally changes the TV. So now it's changing the TV channel. But it's important, if you watch this video, if you're joining Hits Monkey or you're joining All Lads Work, it might not be Jim. Those links there and here is rotator links for the team. Because I did have a couple of members already screaming, "That's not you. Where's your link?" But that's not what we're doing in Early Birds. That link there is a rotator link. So when you click it, you join whoever you land on. Okay? Don't wait, don't look for Jim, which some people were doing, which is fine. That's nice that they were, trying thinking there was a problem. But it's not a problem. You click that, or this one, All Lads Work, or Hits Monkey, it could be anybody in our team. But that's fine. Okay? Again, just watch the videos. I just wanted to cover that. Yes, results. Last week's Zoom, I mentioned that I placed an ad, and I'm not suggesting anyone does this. I'll just repeat this. This was a test just to see if I could get a paid ad for Webtalk into my list, should we say, in my paid adverts. And they accepted me ad, which was fine. So I only placed a $10 ad last week over 7 days. I didn't expect any miracles from it. I just want, now that it's accepted, I can, when we do turn up the heater, when it goes live, it's in beta test now, so I won't be spending any more money. It was just, like I said, as a test. If you did see last week's Zoom, you'll remember I said, I'm not suggesting you do this. But a couple of people said, will you show the results? So this is the results from last week's ad. And again, it was over 7 days. Okay. It got seen by 3,438 people. It had 460 10-second views. Don't count a view if it's like 2 seconds. And I'm not sure how long that ad was, actually. And then total spent $10. So that, to me, that wasn't so bad, I'll be honest. I'll probably, once we go live, as out of beta and everything's run smashing, I'll probably put that one up there. I have an account with Google AdSense as well. I'm going to probably put that as a paid advert on YouTube and what have you. I'm going to be, once it's out of beta, I'll be ramping it up for sure. But anyway, a couple of people said, will you show them the results? So there's the results. That wasn't too bad. Right. I think that's it for marketing kit. Again, that's on my Webtalk wall, because somebody says, how do I get sign-ups and what have you? Just give that if you click that video, it'll take you over to how we're doing it in early birds. Okay. But remember, this is again to the early birds who are already in our programs. I just want to try and find, I've got that many tabs, excuse me. While we're busy with Webtalk, remember, we still need to put food on the table, people. And at the minute it's in beta. I'm not sure how long it's going to be in beta. The income opportunities there, and we're building our foundations really well.
Well, we want to get a move on.
Can you just mute yourself? We're going to have a Q&A at the end. I'm nearly finished there, but if you can just mute yourself for now. So the team build, what we're busy with, or the team builds we're busy with in early birds, don't forget to keep busy. We did a challenge over there at the minute is basically Hitsmonkey. We're collecting emails, building the traffic for Webtalk, and we're getting some income stream on it. Okay, and again, watch the videos on our homepage. Okay, so anybody? Right, I think I've covered everything. Like the pre-questions. Is it a scam? Sorry, one more question before we'll ask any questions. I had a question of somebody on Facebook. I've made a post on Facebook and they came back, is it a scam? Now, anybody who knows me, can everyone just mute themselves if they're not on mute? I've got it there. Right, so if, is it a scam? Number one, it costs nothing to join. Okay, you can join it for free forever. You can earn an income on it, even if it's a free member. So number one, how can it be a scammer? But with a little bit of research, and most people who do know me know that I do my homework, But again, it's not. All you have to do is just go search on, who is. Go to crunchbase.com. This is the easiest way. If you look at this, all your doubts will just disappear. It's finished. Yeah? Crunchbase.com, stick in there, search Webtalk. You'll see all the information. And this is where I was quite happy with that video, what I was talking about. That was 1 day ago. And it's already on Crunchbase. So just, go get that, grab that video, download it as you own it. But just make sure you give us a thumbs up and a comment, a nice comment. no negative Nellies or grumpy grannies. I know there's a grumpy granny in you. But Crunchbase will give you all the information about this, about this company. And I'm telling you, this is not the average, make money online opportunity what we're all used to joining, and the herds coming in and block. This is like, it's another level, people. Okay, so go over there and have a look. It's free information for everybody. Okay, so right, I've seen Steph waving there for a second. Have you got something? Have you got a question?
Yeah, less of the grumpy granny, you.
The grumpy granny. I wasn't sure if I was waving, if I'd said something wrong there.
I was just thinking, about when we was marketing on Facebook and we all got the Marcus spam, and all that lot.
Yeah.
How's the best way to market it so we don't end up getting that again?
Right, I'll be truthful. I might upset. I probably will upset. Again, if you don't know me, sometimes I'll just be straightforward, and you might not like what you hear. So, but I'll tell you how it is. I made a post earlier. Funny, like, do not try and sell it. Just present it. Okay, and what I mean by that is, everybody who's sort of on Facebook. Okay, the compensation plan or the rewards program in Webtalk, for me, it's a bonus, and it's a hell of a bonus, and it's going to attract people just for that bonus. Of course it is. But as a team, I would advise our team members, and again, take this advice for what it is. Don't try and sell it. I would say just present it. When you go, your signature on your email is just an example. Connect with me on Webtalk. Tell people about Webtalk. You've got a couple of people from different programs. Admin have come over to me and said blah blah blah, and I said, "Oh, do us a favor, connect on Webtalk, because I'm doing my main business over there, so I'll get to see the message." Just present it. I wouldn't even try and sell it. I would just market it as in, "Have you seen this new?" Again, for that teaser video. If you watch the teaser video, it's nothing to do with a 5-tier affiliate program. It's nothing to do with this, income. It's about taking control of your contacts. And for me, the Early Birds team build is going to be a better place in Webtalk, because we can communicate better with each other. But I would say don't try and sell it. I would just say,
you're basically suggesting is, when you're talking to people about other stuff, connect
yes, yeah. For the last few days, I mean, I'm a website. I do this full time, but this particular thing, this Webtalk, is not the Joe Blogs mad rush new program. Join this, and then 3 weeks later we're going to be promoting, or everyone's going to be promoting another thing. This is a platform like on the lines of Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, all the other sites, similar. It's going to be as popular. I have no doubt. Honestly, I have no doubt about it. So it's basically just presenting it, just saying, "Oh, I've moved over to Webtalk," to say, "Well, what the hell is Webtalk?" Then, if they haven't heard about it, there's my link. Go and join it. It's in my emails. I've started changing my tags to my emails in the team builds and what have you, with Webtalk connection. I'll show you an example. Well, over to the home. Early Birds homepage. Team EP have joined Webtalk. Join here. Facebook group. We're not leaving Facebook. But if anybody in our team build wants information about what's going on in our team build, there's the place to find it. But that's an example. It's there's a link to the Zoom calls. That's on the emails, again, the tags. But I wouldn't personally. I seen a post the other day, and it's a bit sad, to be honest. I seen a post the other day, the marketing system for Webtalk. And when I clicked the link and I looked at the site, they've tried the hardest, and this is again, they've tried the hardest to make themselves look like a Webtalk official site. And the first thing, we blah, blah, blah. We do our commission just like Webtalk and what have you. But when you look at the page, it looks like a Webtalk. They try the hardest to look like Webtalk. Our members, the early bird members, I would say to them is just be yourself. Don't try and be Webtalk. Just be you. Sell yourself. It's not okay. It's going to be an enormous income opportunity, but that's not what that bit will look after itself. Just connect up like we do on Facebook, and we'll send each other Facebook links, and we'll send each other Twitter or LinkedIn connections. Just do the same. That's honestly, I would say that it's in beta test for one, so it's not going to be. I wouldn't imagine the food on the table scenario anytime soon. But anybody who's connecting up, you're going to build a hell of a foundation for sure in regards to the income. But before that, use it for what it is. The rewards offer, like the 5-tier level system, is for the rewards is for better testing it. Real people testing it help. This is again my vision. It's not an official Webtalk statement, but people get rewarded for sorting out the problems. I hope that answers that one.
Yep.
Maybe it was over answered, I don't know. But it was just frustrating. It is a little bit frustrating, but the first thing they do is, how do I make money? It's not a make money program as such, but on one side of the fence it is. But that's not what its main purpose is.
You can't blame people for looking at it.
No, for sure. No. I mean,
too many failed things out there, too many scams. And
exactly. We're all looking for a genuine opportunity to make an income, and I'm telling you, this is. I've done my homework. Again, it's not a hypey statement. I have done my homework. They've been, if I remember right, it was like 5 or 6 years in development. They've spent a fortune, millions development. It's not a Mickey Mouse. I said it last week. This is not something like what used to as online marketers in the early birds. We're all used to it. The first thing we do is we spend like half a day trying to find out who's behind the program. Crunchbase. That's not a Mickey Mouse site. All the information is sitting there. I'm super excited about this. We can stop, posting buy this. How many times our social media profiles is like, join this program, join this one, first move opportunity, and then the next week it's like, we can go over to Webtalk and just have fun and earn an income while we're having fun. I'm serious. I know some people will not say it like that, but there's a vision, I'm sure, for me anyway. Right, I think, is anybody, if anybody's got a question, again, this is Jim's, not an official answer, this is Jim's. Is anybody?
I'll give you one real quick, Jim.
Hello.
On the ad where you had the Zoom video,
Yeah.
Can you put a sub ID or any indicator where out of those 460 views if anybody joined? Is there a way to mark?
On YouTube or?
Well, I mean, I know you can do it on some links. You can just put a sub ID equals and put Zoom or Zoom one or Zoom.
I know, yeah. There's a system. To be honest, they may do it, but there's just an example on Hitsmonkey. You can put on Hitsmonkey your referral ID, and at the end put equals Facebook, and then when someone joins from Facebook, you'll see that on Hitsmonkey they have that system. Maybe that's something they'll do on Webtalk. It would be nice, to be honest, because just an example on Hitsmonkey, I see daily the sign-ups where they came from, Facebook ads, because I tag at the end, like what you've just said, they put at the end of the link. But at the minute, I haven't seen anything on Webtalk I'll just have a quick look. If we go over, so I think that started to move. I'm nearly sure it was 802. And now it's starting to move. That's 807. But I don't see any system over here yet. Maybe, like I said, if you could, it would be nice. But maybe you might write on RJ's wall, Gary, a comment. Just you know, I would like to see that for sure. It'd be very handy. Anybody else before we stop recording? Okay, right. I think that's again. This is not a sales pitch. This is just an information video. But
I had something to say.
I'll go on then. Who we got? Sorry, I cannot see everybody who's in the Zoom.
Steve Mann from London, UK.
Hello, Steve. Hello.
This does need to be monetized fairly quickly. It's already been in beta version for quite a while.
Yeah. I would, to be honest, I'd be, straight. I think as well, the sooner the better. I did actually make a comment. The sooner this puts food on the table, the better, because we, as marketers, we're looking at this at obviously both sides of the fence, but the attention span sometimes, sometimes after a couple of days they wander off. You know what I mean? So I think personally as well, you're right. The sooner the better. But again, they'll not want to do it until, judging by RJ's updates, they want everything perfect.
People that are buying lists should be banned immediately, because we all know these lists have been sold over and over and over and over and over again.
Exactly. I think I was having a Zoom earlier, and I thought, the CSV option, should we say, this is again my vision. I've just had to keep saying this because I get a lot of people saying, well, you said this and you said that, so I'm just have to repeat. This is Jim's vision. I think that the CS file was generous. It was it was a generous option in there. And if everybody had done what they were supposed to do, as responsible adults, because you've got to be 18 or over, I think, to join this platform. So normally they should have a bit more common sense. They abused that system, which everybody suffered. That's my vision. You can see there. I'm sharing my screen. I've invited 2,661 people. 2,000 of those were my LinkedIn contacts. Those are real people. That's not from. I'm not justifying myself, but when you see 25,000 or 30,000 or whatever, unless they're a supermarket, you know there's something wrong. But I'm sure they're onto it. I'm pretty sure they're onto the situation.
Because you don't want your emails blocked and spam.
Exactly.
And the ISP's informed. This is the worst.
For sure. I mean, I own 2 programs myself, okay, and the members. So I'm familiar with the system about members' emails and whatever.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't allow that, to be honest. But if you go over invite contacts, that CS it's taken away now, so they have to do it manually.
Yeah.
It's just a shame that people abuse the system, to be honest. And it was only one day, but it's just one day.
Yeah. It's similar to an outrage, isn't it?
Yeah. My thoughts on it was that Webtalk just lost a whole day's worth of production, because of the odd stupid member or somebody who's not done read the terms, should I say. They might not have, you don't buy lists, like you said, that list's probably been sold like 100 times. It's a shame. It's a shame that they lost the day's productivity, But I think as well, again, I was reading these updates earlier on, the web's Facebook verification and the LinkedIn verification, you can sort of verify yourself. That's coming, I think, pretty soon. Mm-hmm. And then the phone verification, I'd love that. because they can only join once for one. Once they've registered the number, they cannot do new, second accounts.
Yeah.
That I think once that phone verification goes in, it's game on. I honestly think the game starts to heat up. It's just a shame because
another question here.
Yeah, sorry.
Bill's asking, on RJ's profile, his links are clickable. Does anyone know how to do it?
Yes, I noticed when I put links on my I'll just go over to my profile. If it's not here, if it's HTTP, it won't show clickable.
Right.
Okay. To be honest, the Early Birds Media Center, I have two URLs. I've got Early Birds Media and Early Birds Social Media, and I thought a long time ago I did the security certificate for Early Birds Social Media, and I didn't realize that I hadn't, and I only found out because of this. I placed. Right, okay, so that's not clickable. It was.
Oh, so it's not to do with the HT.
No, I know on your profile. If you're posting on your profile as in news, if it's HTTP, it won't show up as a clickable link.
Right.
If you're in the news section, if you tried posting that as HTTP, it wouldn't show up as a clickable link. It wouldn't for me anyway. But no, maybe. But obviously, he's admin. He's the owner, the founder of the company. So maybe he's got a trick up his sleeve.
Yeah, could be.
But it's.
We'll have to find out.
To be honest, I think I might even change mine. To be honest, I don't want it to look like a spammy about me. I want to tell people about me. Yeah? That was day one, I think, when I did that.
Mm-hmm.
I might change. Actually, that might be a job for maybe you, or maybe I'll search for Tammy to.
You could change it to tiny URL, couldn't you?
Sorry?
You could change it to tiny URL.
Yeah, it's
drop. And some safe lists won't verify with the HTTPS. The S needs to be dropped off. I spoke to JV about it.
It's like some do it like it's like catch-22. But if the site, if it's HTTP, like on a couple of our team sites, if it's HTTP, that you get site not secure, splashing all over the place. So you have to make it an S, and then like what you've just said there, you have to take the S away on some of the site. If you're submitting a banner on certain sites, they won't accept an S. Why? I honestly don't know why. Because for me, it's more secure, but it is what it is. But to answer Bill, no, I don't know.
No idea.
Okay. Right, I'm going to stop recording because I don't want, obviously, for the recording, I'm going to be broadcasting this live on Facebook later on in an hour or so once I've edited. So I'm going to stop recording